In Her Arms, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction written and narrated by Eleanor Rose, video edited by T.S., and opening and thumbnail image provided by Eliviradreaminessart on Instagram. You can find a link to her social media in the description box below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications whenever new fanfictions about your favorite characters Ladybug and Cat Noir are uploaded. Now then, thank you for listening and enjoy the story. Another 4 minutes. Cat Noir listened to Marinette's sigh as he rested his head against the wall. This was it. This was the moment he'd craved all day. Her, in his arms, with his cheek resting against her forehead. Yeah, okay, he murmured. He wasn't in any rush to leave either. Well, to leave her. It would be bad if Tom caught him breaking curfew. Was it his fault Marinette had curfew now? Yes. But how was he to know that an untimely bar fight could stalk him back to the bakery and result in a call to the cops at 4 a.m? Okay, so, yeah, the curfew was his fault. If there were going to be shenanigans, they would have to happen before midnight. Cat took in the scent of her lavender shampoo as the seconds ticked by, counting down to his exit. Someday the two of them would have their own place, and parting wouldn't be such sweet sorrow, but for tonight he had to summon the willpower to unwrap her body from his. No. Marinette pincer-gripped her hand around her wrist, locked behind his neck. No. We have 2 more minutes, she said, words muffled as she spoke them into his collarbone. Stay. We're cutting it close, babe. I don't care. He squeezed her tighter before kissing her cheek. I'll see you next week. Reluctantly, Marinette peeled her body away from his, lips pursed together in disapproval. Hey now, Cat said, tilting her chin. It's only a week. Boo. I'm not the one attending New York Fashion Week. Are you sure you can't come too? He ran his fingers through the top of her hair and sighed. Regretfully, no. Okay. But you know what you can do? What? Bring me back a charm bracelet? Her lips cracked into a grin. Don't you already have a lucky charm? Funny, I can't spot her all of the time. He wiggled his eyebrows as he made his joke, and Marinette gave her usual backhanded slap to his pecs. The phone alarm took her off guard, and she jumped in his arms. That was it. That was the timer for him to leave. Ugh. Soon. Soon he wouldn't have to leave every night. Soon he'd be able to stay here, in her arms, and gently fall asleep. Soon. Soon, soon, soon. Soon, but not yet. I'll catch you next time, kitty, Marinette murmured as he tucked her in. Yeah, he said, leaning in to kiss her forehead. I'll catch you next time. And with that, he left, his body still warm from hers after he'd traveled from Marinette's rooftop to his own. Quietly, thanks to years of repetition, Cat slipped through the bathroom window and into his bedroom. He checked his phone on the bedside table. 12:03 a.m., a new record, before flopping into bed, not bothering to detransform. Should he text her? She was pretty out of it, so she might be asleep by now. Cat tossed the phone aside. A marmalade of feelings spread over him. How could he miss her so terribly 4 minutes after kissing her? He thought he'd had it bad when he was pining over Ladybug for 2 years, but somehow requited love seemed harder at times. Well, okay, that wasn't a fair comparison, but still, he missed her. Soon, they'd move on with their lives, and he wouldn't have to leave her arms at night. Soon he'd be out of this cursed place and forget about the ghosts that walked the bones of this mansion. Breathe. He opened his eyes in surprise as his discarded phone played a The Band Perry song. Marinette. Hello? He said, swiping across the screen. What was she still doing up? Hey, she said, almost like a yawn. I just wanted to call and tell you I love you. Yeah. And that I'm super happy we're dating. Yeah. His grin pushed its limits. And I think it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Yeah, he said. Also, yeah? Buy me flowers. Cat laughed at her forward request. Yeah. Is that your word of the day? Yeah. It was an accident at first, but was now purposeful as of 3 sentences ago. Yeah, Marinette said, clearly amused. You silly cat. Your silly cat, he corrected. Yeah. My silly cat. They took a moment to enjoy the silence, an unspoken symphony of emotions passing between them. I love you too, Cat said, voice matching the sleep clawing at his eyes. Yeah? And I'm super happy we're dating. Yeah? Her mockery was accompanied by a giggle. And I think it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Yeah? Also. Yeah? I'm going to buy you flowers. Good, she said, breaking the trend. I'll see you tomorrow then. Do we have plans? She asked. We do now. For what? You'll see. It was hard not to smile as he teased her. Boo. Right back at you, princess. It's time for bed. Again, silence reigned. Yeah, she said softly. Yeah, it is. But for real, though, I love you. I love you too, Cat. Good night, you. Good night, you. He closed his eyes, not bothering to hang up on FaceTime. Her breathing echoed through the phone, a lullaby for his ears only. He remembered just as he slipped from the realm of reality that he needed to detransform, but he didn't care. He'd deal with Plag's groans in the morning. For now, he was going to dream of the day he'd wake up with her beside him, and not just through a dimly lit screen. Oh, how dearly he yearned for that reality. Soon, but not yet. Soon, but not now. Soon he would fall asleep in her arms. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, a huge shout out to Eliviradreaminessart on Instagram. You can find a link to her social media in the description box. And while you're at it, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at eleanorrose.me. I'll catch you in the next one.